Hello, everyone, and welcome back. It is the first episode of Q4, and today we will be exploring God's mission and its divine origin. It is captioned God's Mission to Us, Part 1. Let's get started. If I asked you to tell me about your best friend, I am sure you would have a lot to say, especially about their character and motives, right? So, in extension, after all these years of being in a relationship with God, what have we learned? What do we know about a God we can neither touch nor see? It's not like we can just Google him up. Thankfully, we are not left in the dark here. God has so graciously revealed a lot about himself and his mission to us in a variety of ways. For instance, through his prophets in the Old Testament times, even today, through his own words and interactions with people in the past chronicled in the Bible, and especially through Jesus when he came to live with us in person. And in summary, here are a few things gleaned from these references. 1. From the experience of Adam and Eve, and many others down the line as chronicled in the Bible, we learn that God is so heavily invested in us that he continually reaches out for us even when we have messed up, sometimes very intentionally. You are not less his child because you messed up. He does not love you any less. And just that you know, this idea of reconciliation was all his from the get-go. He initiated it willingly. He did not have to. He chose to. What to remember here? If the extent to which you are willing to fight for something is a reflection of the value you place on what you fight for, then God's willingness to never give up on us regardless is a confirmation of the value he has placed on you and me. So please, give God a chance. Let him in. Point number 2. From the Exodus experience, the instruction to build a sanctuary, and the incarnation of Jesus, we see a God who is not content governing from a distance, but desires a close relationship with us, enough that he was willing to leave the comfort of heaven and the adoration of the angels just to hang out with us. And while at that, reiterating the mission and priorities of the Father, which is to get us home at all costs. Amazing. The interesting part of this whole offer is that it's not for an exclusive VIP. It is open to as many as are willing to accept. You might as well spread the news. What to remember here? God's ultimate mission is to get us heaven ready now, as many as are willing. And our role is to align with this mission in whatever capacity, starting with those within the immediate sphere of our influence. Point number 3, a certainty in the midst of chaos. In case you're wondering, that's my son in the background. Now, when all is said and done, we are either dead or this planet wraps up. We know exactly how it ends, and it is in our favor. God will return specifically to take us home, to be reunited with our lost loved ones, never to part again. So, in the midst of the chaos and rumors of fate that engulfs our world, we are rest assured because we know exactly how it ends, and it is in our favor. I get to see my best friend Casey again. So much to catch up on. It is so reassuring to know that because of who God is, what he has done and is doing, death is not a finality, but a temporary hiatus. Imagine the joy of a family reunion after a long separation. God's return will be the ultimate reunion with His creation that involves you and me. You don't want to miss that. In conclusion, understanding God's mission helps us to grasp our purpose here. We are called to align our missions with God's, reach out to the lost, and eagerly anticipate His return. Question is, where are you with respect to this call? Will you respond to His call to embrace His mission? I hope so. And by the way, it is my son's birthday tomorrow, the 8th. Please say a word of prayer for him. Happy birthday, son. We love you. It is your Sabbath School Doodle signing out, and I'll see you next Sabbath.